Good afternoon. My name is Jay Maddier,
And my name is Robert Thomas.
and welcome to Money Health TV.
Today we're going to talk about alternative methods of earning money, since most businesses have laid people off, furloughed them, and actually closed in many cases. Now, wanted to kind of like get things in order for you in your mind and our different shows that we have every week as we just started this programming. But today we want to let you know that we've talked about in the past. You can go to YouTube and find it, the PPP stimulus from the federal government. We also talked about alternate financing because we knew early on that those dollars may not trickle down to you because the big corporations would get those monies before you and they would run out, and wanted to share with you alternative means of securing funds to operate your business. Then we talked about getting to know us. Who are we? Two retired guys like Five Guys Pizza, Five Guys Hamburger. We're two retired gentlemen who want to give back to the community by sharing our knowledge and our blessings that we've been through, allows us to be here today and share them with you. And today we're going to talk about that alternative money, or as we would say it in street terms, side hustles. And there are a lot of things out there if you're creative to do that, and then get back on track with what it is we really do, which is financial coaching and business coaching. But if you don't have a business, or if you don't have any finances to manage, get you to the rightful age that we are, no use to talking about it. You'd be like, what are those guys wasting my time for? I need money now. So that being the case, we wanted to talk to you. And we got about 35 ones that we will share with you. Some of them sound like duplicates, but they're a different version of what we had spoke about early on. And so the first one is really, really simple. It's just tutoring online. So if in fact you're a teacher, you can make some extra income by actually tutoring online. And they have tutor.com as a website you can take a look at. They have Tutor Me, and they have Study Pool, which hires tutors, and they actually pay you for your particular knowledge. And so think about becoming a tutor as you're at home watching the kids. You can actually make some money through tutoring.
Yeah, number two would be taking surveys, being able to take surveys. There's a number of companies out there that would encourage you to come and take surveys on particular products, on automobiles, on focus groups. I myself has actually have been involved with some of the auto ones, and that you can actually make some additional money in doing this. So you get on board. You might have several companies that you work for, and several companies with a little amounts in different times could add up to a paycheck. So we want to look into taking surveys. There's MyPoint, there's Survey Junkie, there's Vital Research, but just search the web. There's a number of companies out there, and just look up surveys. That's another way to get some additional.
Our third one we wanted to point out today was on teaching English. As you know, United States has a lot of immigrants, people still coming in, refugees, and we have a lot of the evacuees that when there was that big tornado hurricane in Puerto Rico, people had to come here and find their relatives. And you can actually teach English as a second language. So people the language of English, if in fact they're going to be here for any long period of time, is an opportunity. So again, that teaching background will allow you to actually teach people how to speak English correctly. I need to take a lesson myself. Where you in fact can use companies that will pay you, like VIP Kids, Ramsey Baby Step Community, on Facebook, and different ways that you can teach your particular passion, if not English, but other things, the internet, and actually make money.
Next, you can get paid from your creative skill. This is a freelance, they call it gig economy, where a lot of people are independent contractors. As a matter of fact, even if you are a full-time employee in these days in time, you're an independent contractor because the way that they have at-will employment, the only difference between you and being an independent contractor is that you might have some benefit. Uh, Going on. There's a lot of freelancers, people that have technology skills, people that have project management skills. So on the web, there's a number of opportunities to get involved in that whole gig economy. One of them is Fervor that you can go. There's, I guess, Garage.com, but there's a lot of opportunities just to get out there, use your skills that you have accumulated over your lifetime or through education, and use it to make money. Stop and think about it. Everybody has some sort of skill. How do you monetize that?
And then, kind of like a tag on to what Jay was saying, that if you offer your services as a virtual assistant to some small business owners, you in fact can make money. And to check out the different sites, you have Craigslist, you have Upwork, and you have Virtual to find opportunities where you can help a local business person. I remember seeing a gentleman on a newscast where he, in fact, was laid off. And so he went to a local pizza place and he and his son volunteered, not volunteered, I'm sorry, you want to make money. So we could talk how to invest that later on in another show. But to actually deliver pizzas for this gentleman at a reasonable rate. They made money. They helped the pizza parlor, and everybody and the clients were happy. And if you do a good job and you're friendly, you'll actually get tips. And so it adds up. And if you have a car note of $400, if you can make an extra $100 a week, pay that car note through using your services and becoming a virtual assistant.
Now, here's another one that was popular prior to the pandemic, and I'm sure that it's going to rebound, but become a driver for Uber or Lyft. In those scenarios, you'll be able to use your vehicle. They can even help you buy a vehicle. And you can make money in your spare time. You make your own hours. You get out there and you're able to just, do your thing, drive your vehicle, pick up people, to take them to the airport, take them to the movies, taking them to the entertainment district. A lot of times people are out having time partying and don't want to drive. Well, it's a great opportunity to get involved with that and a lot of service delivery. So that's one that was on the rise, and I predict that it will continue to rise moving forward.
And because of these state laws that are actually telling restaurants that, number one, first phase, that they couldn't open, they couldn't serve inside, they could serve outside. They had to spend more time figuring out how to re-engineer their business to actually have delivery services, much like the pizza example I gave, but they're actually Uber Eats and Grubhub and actually Postmates who actually pay you money to actually deliver food for them. And again, remember, you have two opportunities to earn money in that category, and that's through the delivery and being paid by the owner and Uber and Grubhub, but to actually get tips. And so that can add up to a decent penny of earned income that you can earn on the side.
And when you talk about getting a salary or getting an hourly wage and including the tips, that could really add up.
Oh, yeah.
Next, you can join a focus group similar to the surveys. They have groups that you can join and participate in testing things or making decisions about things, or just getting the public opinion get about products or services or whatever the focus group might be involved in. So you can go on the web and look at local focus groups, and I'm sure there'll be a number of opportunities that come up for you.
Now, this one goes way back. But one, when I was describing it to Jay, we both laughed. And many of you probably haven't heard of it, but we used to call it jitneys. And the jitneys would actually hang around grocery stores and actually deliver the people in our neighborhood who didn't have automobiles and couldn't carry 5 bags home blocks. So the jitneys would use their car to take the 5 bags and bring my mother home because our family did not have a car to go shop. This is slightly a spin on that old idea, but you deliver groceries. If you know in your community there's seniors who in fact don't have a car anymore, can't get out, you can actually have them provide you with the list and you shop for them and you deliver their groceries. And with shipped, that's like shipped with a T on the end, you can get paid to shop and deliver groceries to clients throughout. And that demand for service is picking up since people can't go out to their favorite restaurant and eat their lunches and hang out with their friends.
I remember back in the day, we actually used to do that. I don't know if it's politically correct now, but back in the day, we used to call it 50 gap. Yeah. So yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is that's something that's been around a long time, but you can revamp it and do some different things. Is take up babysitting, or even adult daycare. There's people that need assistance during the day, home health aid, home care. There's a lot of agencies that can help you get started in that. You also might want to consider fostering, becoming a foster parent. That way you'll be doing good while doing good. You'll be able to help a child in need as well as get a stipend. So that thing, something that you might want to look into. And another way to make extra money with regards to babysitting is Sitter City, and there's also care.com. Again, when I talk about home health aides, home care, daycare, transportation, delivery for elderly, taking them to doctors. So there's a number of opportunities. So that's another one that we really put on our list that you should take a look at.
Now it's not unique, but it was unique to me as I was doing the review, and that is pet sitting. Jay just spoke to you about babysitting. A lot of people have pets, and then the industry has grown over the years. I see the pet food commercials where they're talking about food, and people just love their animals. But people, again, have to go on vacation. They may have an emergency where you could actually advertise in your community and surrounding communities that you're available to do pets. And one that's a spinoff on that is pet delivery. And I'll use an example, probably not the perfect one, but if in fact you're going through a child actually going to college and a child is in 2 states away, you can actually drive that pet to the college, their home state, their college state, because you didn't want to deal with it on the airplane. You could actually drive that pet to that college for the kid to now have their pet.
The other thing you can do is you can actually connect with breeders that actually deliver pets around the world, around the country, around the world itself.
Yes.
And you could actually connect with them and provide the transportation for the animals.
And there's a website or entity that works with you on that. It's called Rover. So if you go to the internet and you look up Rover, you actually can get some guidance on that. I wanted to go back to delivery of groceries with that shipped with a T. You can actually make anywhere from $16 to $22 an hour. So above minimum wage
Right.
is
That's a
what you
decent
can
amount.
do. Wanted to add that. Ship with a T, and it's with groceries.
They're even raising, I guess they're still fighting about raising the
Minimum
minimum wage.
wage, yes.
So that, soon gonna be about 15 bucks an hour
Yeah.
across the,
It's 16 to 22.
right. Right. Might want to advertise on your car. I've seen car wraps that you can make about $400 or $500 a month just wrapping your car in a particular advertiser and be able to just drive it around the city. So that's another way that you can make it about 264 to about $450 a month with no pain and no strain, just driving around like you normally do.
And then do tasks for people. Right now, again, because you're not going out and shopping a lot, I have actually bought probably in the last 2 months 5 pieces from Wayfair, Amazon, or Kia. And I'm telling you, drives me crazy, even though I can do it. I mean, I have to sit down for a whole night reading instructions and putting pieces together, and I always end up with some spare piece that I didn't put
Always
in.
extras.
Yeah, so if you're handy with that, and if you like assembling furniture, most furniture these days, when it's shipped, it comes to you, broke down with the instruction, and you, in fact, if you're good at that, you can actually be a quick fixer up or assembly of products for people who don't have the time, don't have the skill set, the mindset, the patience to actually do it. And there's a organization called Task Rabbit that you should look up that will in fact give you some clues as to working in that particular arena. So perfect way to make extra money for those of you who like assembling things. Take a look at it and be your own community MacGyver.
That's interesting. I just ordered from Wayfair. I ordered a patio set, and they delivered it. And I saw these two small boxes. And I'm wondering, wait a minute, I ordered a sofa and a leg.
Yo,
And
put it together.
and they opened that thing up, and thank goodness for my granddaughter and her friend, because I didn't put it together. They put it together, and there was still 3 pieces left. So, looking at other things, big popular company Amazon, delivering for Amazon in different areas. They've got Amazon, you've got FedEx Flex. So there's a lot of opportunity to get into delivering with major companies, delivering major products. Amazon Flex as well. FedEx has one, and it's just an opportunity that you might want to take a look at and see what works out for you. You can drive nights, weekends, days, early morning, around town. So whatever fits your schedule, you can work it out with them. So they're excellent opportunities for you.
And then again, doing if you're commuting, if you're one of those organizations that are essential and you're still going to work, you can turn your commute into cash simply by taking people who you work with or you work near and actually charge them a fee to work with you in riding them back and forth. And in this age where we're trying to be more sensitive to the environment, there's less cars on the road and less gas emissions. And there's an organization called Roadie, ROADIE, that you can get paid just for driving a package on your way to work, or as we said earlier, a pet from A to B along your route as you're commuting to your essential job, if that is the case. And so there are ways to actually make money working for an organization to drop off packages because believe it or not, I shipped. Let me get it right. My daughter sent me a priority mail, which I was supposed to get. When she mailed it on Friday, I was supposed to get it Monday. Because of the backlog, all of the things that are going on, I didn't receive priority package that we paid special dollars for, received it 10 days after it was due. And so what happens is if the person is trying to make sure that they keep their business reputation intact by getting things to a person on time instead of having it lost in the shipping uh, heaven, they in fact can pay you to actually ship it. And because you're commuting and going past that spot, you can get it there when it's due, and they maintain their professionalism and their delivery.
Excellent. Right now, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the rest of the list. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to pick up where we left off. Have our list of things that you can do to make money from home or online. Next one is an interesting thing, and I've seen a lot of people get involved in this, is take up auto detailing, car washing, detailing. I mean, all you need to do is be able to have the equipment that you need to go out. There's a lot of mobile car washes now. They'll actually come to your house, or you can set an appointment. They'll come to wherever you are. But you'll be able to get involved in this type of business, which is pretty lucrative if you do the right marketing and advertising and you do an excellent job. So that's the thing that I would consider, and really encourage people that if you're looking for something that is quick, inexpensive, the point of entry is low cost, and you get to work right away, especially now, car washing or detailing would be something I'd recommend.
And if you ever had that dream that you wanted to start your own business, online business, now is the time. If you're in fact laid off, if you're furloughed, you want to think about starting your own business. So if you have expertise or if you have a craft, you can actually sell it on ETSY, SD. And then you have Amazon, FBA, and you have Big Cartel. Again, I know from experience, I recently was looking on the internet for some providers to organize my albums, and I saw this great album divider that divided up into ABCs, and so you get 26 wood carved letters with the alphabet actually burned into them. I thought it would be unique for a weird guy like me and my album collection, so I ordered it, but it was actually coming from I think it was Indonesia, but it was a person who had taken up that craft. And again, they ordered it was housed by Etsy, and Etsy would actually hold that person, advertise that person's product on their website, and you sell it all over the world. So think about starting your own business if you have a craft and use Amazon, FBA, and Big Cartel SD actually advertise for you. And again, they'll take a slight cut of what business they bring you, but you can earn money all around the world. Business idea, if you quilt, if you make masks, whatever it is to share.
Excellent. The next thing is something that's been around for a long time, but you can rent out your home or rent out a room in your home. A lot of times people want to generate extra income. They're retired, they've got a big house, they've got several rooms, but a lot of times they're renting out those rooms and to make a suitable amount of money, have extra income. You could also rent your house. Now the big push is if your house is in a resort area or vacation area, using Airbnb, that you can actually rent out your house and make a decent amount of money. You can actually make anywhere up from $1,000 and up, depending on the property, where its location. So again, look at the things that you own to make money.
And we wanted to make a point that there's some caveats to these. We say when you're getting into your personal assets and using those to make money, make sure you do good screening.
Yes.
You don't want to just rent to anybody and you come back and it's a dope house. You in fact want to make sure and screen who it is you have. But on that same line, you can rent out your car. You'll find that the car rental services like Turo will actually allow you to work through them and make some extra money. This one we like because you could make up to $700 to $1,000 extra a month by renting out your car if you're not using it, or if you have a second car that's sitting there. Second car, because you and the bride may be furloughed, you in fact can take one of the cars, rent it out, and they have liability insurance that covers this particular type of business at low rates. And so you just have a person pick up your car at the airport in the parking garage, have the keys, have the ticket, let them use it for a week, and they pay you the money in advance on their credit card.
Another thing that's going on since the pandemic and even before the pandemic, food delivery. Food delivery has really gone up. You have companies like Grubhub and DoorDash and Eat, all of the major restaurants and grocery stores. So that's, again, that's an interesting way that you can do. Or even if you are going grocery shopping, remember the elderly, remember people that can't get out, remember people that might need a ride share. So you can do these things to drive additional revenue and help somebody out as well as you can. We talked about SD before, and we also talked about becoming a personal assistant. So those are things that you can look at. And now we just go into
And again, I know, and we're saying be creative. There are a lot of things that we used to do that we think we're above. But in these situations, you might want to pick up some of the old skill sets and opportunities that we have for generating extra money and clean a house or clean a business. Many businesses need their trash collected. I'm not talking about big, I'm talking about little waste containers that you go in at night, you empty those containers and clean up the office and spray it down. Or for some of the seniors, you can in fact clean a home. Cleaning homes and cleaning businesses is a great opportunity for you. And here's the one that Jay talked about it earlier when he talked about the Airbnb and different virtual vacation hosts. What happens is the owner usually is not in that area or at that home. So after a person moves out after a week or 2 week vacation, they need somebody to go in, actually clean up that house for the next tenant to come rent the home. And so that's another takeoff on how you could make money. Yeah, there's the Airbnb, but now who cleans the Airbnb? You or your teenage child.
And the other thing is, we talked about the gig economy, we talked about becoming a freelancer. So some of the things that you might look at is proofreading, a photographer, graphic design, web design, whatever you're talented in, you can monetize. Somebody needs you and needs your services so that you can monetize whatever your talent or skill is. So just think about it. Again, be creative.
And on that same note, I wish I could qualify for this one, but I don't. If I had a voice like Barry White or Isaac Hayes, maybe too old for some of you, but these guys had those special voices that you could become a voiceover artist, where you in fact can actually do commercials, to in fact do voiceovers, to do record commercials, to do jingles, and to do podcasts. And I know, even though gentleman has passed away, but if you listen to, who is Darth Vader? What's my man's name? James Earl Jones, who a guy that stuttered before he in fact went to class and took care and got rid of his stutter, has a unique voice. And as you know, you hear him on commercials, you hear him in movies, that if you have one of those nice baritone voices, you can actually work with get transactions and in voiceovers to work with. So if you look at get transactions or get traction, I should say, you could be the next Taco Bell or Disney or more. character,
Allstate commercial.
all state commercial, right, 30%, all state. And now my man Jake is catching on.
Right. Next, you could do tutoring or teaching, ESL. I mean, there's a lot of educators out there. There's a lot of skilled people. You take these subjects that you're expert in and be able to turn that into dollars. You'll be able to help people with preparation for tests, the SATs, CSATs. You'll be able to help prepare college students and just being able to tutor people that usually always need some help in math, science. So if you're skillful in those areas, you can make money. Typically, tutoring, you can make anywhere from $15 to $22 an hour. There's a couple of agencies that you can look at, Education First, VIP Kids, just to name a couple. Take your knowledge and turn it into capital.
In the capital. And then we'll help you grow that capital with our financial coaching and with our next, again, using your skills. Some people, you can actually repair electronics and then resell those electronics that you repair. And there's actually a electronic team out there called Swapper that if you have items to sell, that they in fact will sell it for you, or you could try declutter. Because a lot of people are trying to get rid of things that they don't use anymore, out of their home, and you find it, you repair it, an old clock, beautiful watch or something, and you resell it. And then there are people on the internet who actually specialize in selling those items that you repaired and you advertise.
The other, creating an online store. This is the wave of the future. Everybody's making money online. Why shouldn't you be able to take your skills? You'll be able to set up commerce stores. You'll be able to work with Amazon, Shopify. Just be able to get up, choose a product, get involved, develop a landing page, have a irresistible offer, as they say, and get out there and use those skills to make extra income.
And the one that the online, that you could be an online audio recorder, transcriber. A lot of people want to, in fact, capture the notes of what it is a meeting is all about online during a conference call. They are actually hiring people to transcribe those conversations, as you see a court reporter would do, but now you're taking it to the internet and becoming the audio transcriber of conversations that are actually taking place via Zoom. Make sure that we all remember the same thing we talked about when we were in that particular meeting. Have a transcript of it, and you can show what was said, what was promised, and what you pledged.
If you're skilled, if you have talents in able to work with your hands, being a handyman, doing small jobs around the house, there are services out there that you can contact and sign up with. You'll have the opportunity to have bids. You can come in and form your skills. So again, anytime you're able to do something with your hand, whether it's gardening, whether it's landscaping, whether it's plumber, electronics, any type of skill that you have, there's somebody out there that needs you.
And if in fact you're like many people like me, I have bad eating habits and I hate working out. But if you're a healthy person and you understand the chemistry of the body, you can actually help people get healthy by actually instructing them on how to break the bad habits of what it is that they eat. You can coach them exercise routine, daily exercise that they should do. And believe it or not, you don't have to run a marathon. As long as you do a little bit of something every day, you're going to be better off. So do knee bends, do sit-ups, and do it on a regular basis, which I'm trying now. Is that it'll get you there. You just need to change the mindset. If you had a coach to walk you through that and to explain it to you and have the light bulb go off in your head, and wow, if I want to be here a couple more years, if I want to be here for my grandchildren, then I need to start taking care of myself. So I'm going to stop eating that popcorn and that ice cream that I love so much. And I'm just going to deal with fruit and vegetables to change my taste. But somebody coaching you through that will get you there.
The next one is that I really encourage young people that really haven't decided what they want to do with their life. Maybe college isn't their thing, or additional education. And they need some discipline. They need to figure out their life. I would join the military. I mean, you'll learn discipline, education. You'll be on the job training. You'll get paid. You'll have a place to stay, and you'll get some very valuable information. And if you decide to make a career, you can be out in 20 years, still be able to start a new career, retire twice, and you'll really be in a position to grow your wealth and to leave a legacy. So consider joining the military.
And these are ideas for you, but that one I have to laugh at. And Jay did a good job. I'd never do that. It's great. And I made the note that what happens is you actually have benefits after the fact.
Yes.
When you do get out, and that you get the GI benefit of buying a home. You know, you get your house built. They pay for your education if you want to do additional college. So there's some pros and cons, but
Try peacetime.
That one ain't for me.
Try peacetime.
Now this next one, which is a big opportunity, because agencies are spending billions of dollars, and they call it cyber security. Protect hackers from hacking into the big corporations, taking all their trade secrets, knowing all the things they're talking about, grabbing them and taking their product and getting it to market sooner than the company can. Cyber, going to school to take classes, deal with cyber security. Short term, it doesn't require a long education. You get a certificate, and then you get with a company and you get your experience. Go to another company, get your experience. That's going to be a powerful one, and it's not going away anytime soon. Cyber security.
Yeah, Forbes said it's $107 billion opportunity worldwide. So that's something that you're interested in technology. You don't have a lot of time to spend and be able to make good money. That's next is a great one. It's a truck driver of getting your CDL. These people that drive across the roads that keep America going, they're going to always be in demand and always be in need, and you are able to take advantage of that. What I would suggest that you do is find a company that actually provides the training. They can provide free training, and they give a commitment to maybe work for them for a year or two. But you're not spending that $4,500 tuition. You're learning on the job, and you're going to be able to make great money. This is a blue collar opportunity that makes white collar money. So this is something that you really should look in.
And here's the thing that I always liked about it, and as we were consulting in our younger days and the old days, is that license is good throughout the United States. So if you wanted to relocate and go to a different place where it's sunnier, like to ski, and you wanted to go where I came from to come down here where the sun is, you in fact can take that CDL as a driver, no matter where you're going in the United States. And then the last one we talked about, it was basically like lawn service. But I say that as you're earning extra income through the opportunities on the internet and online, if you're looking, because some jobs might be on furlough, they may not reopen. So this is a good opportunity for you to re-engineer your life and create a business opportunity and to do it long term. And then once you do that, you in fact are in a position for us to actually help you, because now you have money to invest, and you have money to grow, and money to actually acquire different things that allow you to prepare for your long-term future and legacy for your children and your children.
Well, that's great. So we want to go over get some food for thought, get you thinking about things that you might not have thought about in the past to try to help you through this pandemic, try to help you through this unemployment season, and try to help turn things around for you. Remember, you have got to do it for you. No one's going to do it for you. You've got to do it. Probably want to summarize things up and
Well, again, I think we just did it really. But the ability is that now for you to create other streams of income. Now that you have those other streams of income, you in fact have the ability to save. And then as you save, now you can budget. Once you budget and you're not living paycheck to paycheck,
right.
if this pandemic continues, because you have an emergency fund, because you have a budget, because every dollar knows where it's going, you're not wasting money, then you can actually take those dollars and invest them in the market, invest them into equities, put them in annuities, the things you can do. We can use our skill set to educate you on, and we'll talk about in future shows. But we were laughing and we were studying and contemplating our audience. And we said, well, if people don't have money, they don't want to hear about a budget. Get out of here.
They'll have no income.
What are you going to invest in? So we wanted to take this particular episode to, in fact, talk about how you can make some extra money until the pandemic is over, but it looks like it's going to be a long haul. So how do we re-engineer ourselves to make make money for our families? And then on the up and coming shows, we in fact will talk about how do you take that and grow.
Excellent. This is our 5th show. And for those that want to catch up, just go to Money Health TV on YouTube. And like I said, this was an opportunity just to get you thinking, give you some food for thought. Stop sitting around saying, oh no, I lost my job. But as long as you can think, you can make money. So what we're going to do in our next series, we're going to look at once you have that money, how to budget it and how to prepare an emergency. So again, until next week, your money health is to keep your wealth. Until next week, God bless.
God bless.